Hello everyone, I'm Mary Rose Corrigan, Public Health Specialist for the City of Dubuque with the December 15th, 2021 update from the Dubuque County Public Health Incident Management Team. Dubuque County and the entire state of Iowa continue at high transmission for COVID-19 with 234 cases reported in the last 7 days. Last week, the number spiked to 733 cases for the previous week, clearly indicating that transmission is still a high risk. New cases are plentiful, and those testing positive with the over-the-counter test kits purchased at retail stores are not included in these new COVID case numbers. Not to mention, if we look at what's happening in the United Kingdom, we should prepare ourselves for more cases and more spread due to the Omicron variant, which is proving to be quite infectious or contagious, even if you are fully vaccinated and even for some that have received their booster dose. Speaking of booster doses, I can't stress enough, if you're 6 months past the second dose of Pfizer or Moderna vaccine, or 2 months since you received the single dose of J&J vaccine, get your booster. More breakthrough cases are occurring for those who were fully vaccinated but not yet boosted. And you especially want that extra protection going into the holidays. Appointments for boosters are filling up at retail stores and clinics, but walk-in clinics are available at VNA, 660 Iowa Street on Fridays, and Crescent Community Health Center, 1690 Elm Street on Tuesdays from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. And now, on to that newest character to arrive on the COVID-19 pandemic stage, Omicron. You've probably heard by now that early data suggests infection with Omicron is less likely to result in hospitalization and death. However, the numbers of people with this variant is simply exploding, much quicker than I anticipated at least. This means that even though a lower percentage of COVID-19 patients will end up in the hospital, that actual number could be big based on the strong possibility that a lot of Americans are about to become infected and sick because of this variant. Not to mention, the Delta variant is still producing high transmission rates. You know that masking and staying out of crowded situations are good defenses against getting COVID infection. And let's not forget testing as a tool to know when we should quarantine and stay home from work, school, travel, and holiday gatherings. The city and county websites have the latest and greatest options for COVID-19 testing in our community. Here's some tips on testing and what kind of tests to get. If you have mild symptoms, cold symptoms, or if you've had an exposure to a positive COVID-19 case, we recommend the free at-home Test Iowa kits, drugstore drive-through testing, or your healthcare provider. And that might depend on your healthcare status and any underlying conditions you may have. For travel-related testing, again, we recommend the free Test Iowa kit along with rapid testing available at Epic Health and Wellness here in Dubuque. Travel requirements vary widely and change often, so be sure and check your destination's requirements when planning your trip and close to the date you're supposed to leave. Finally, if you have severe COVID-19 symptoms or difficulty breathing, see your healthcare provider or the hospital emergency room. And this is really the only time testing should be done at the hospital emergency room. Hospitals are very busy with not only COVID patients, but a high census of patients with other illnesses. We don't want to clog up the emergency department with people that could be served elsewhere. As a reminder, Test Iowa kits can be delivered to your home by ordering from the testiowa.com website. And they're also available at clinics, the VNA, the Dubuque County Health Department office, and other locations, all listed on that testiowa.com website. So, other than the reports we're hearing about outbreaks with the Omicron variant happening around the world and in the United States, there's not a lot of new COVID guidance. As you prepare for Christmas, Festivus, Kwanzaa, and New Year's, be mindful of your exposures with others, how to protect yourself, having a backup plan for attending or not attending an event, know how and where to get tested, and finally, getting vaccinated and get those booster doses. And throughout all this hustle and bustle, remember to be patient, kind, and considerate, and take care of yourself. See you next week.